Hey guys, it's Megan. I'm checking out a new show that premiered last night and hoping to watch one that just came back with their new season. I haven't checked it out yet. I have a lot on my mind today. Between my allergies and this weather, I've just been so tired. Well, I was visiting this weekend with some of Jamie's friends who now become my friends as well. And we were talking about class reunions and talking about the cliques that exist and how sometimes even years later the cliques still exist, and you have the mean girls and you have the ones that you think you can trust but you can't. And then you have the ones that you're just you're friends with them, but you're trying to figure them out. Maybe you never will. Well, I found in my many years of being an adult, which, I really shouldn't have said many years of being an adult, but I found out in my years of adulthood, that's a better way of putting it. In my years of adulthood, I have found, when I went to my class reunion, after 10 years of being out, those cliques still exist. They exist in offices, they exist in the retail world, they exist in society as a whole. They never fully go away. Well, I ran into a situation this week. I will not mention names, and I will not mention what the story is about exactly. But I discovered that something that you think is going to go one way goes another way, and people that you want to have faith in aren't exactly always knowing how to express themselves. I guess you would put it that way. The situation in a whole doesn't anger me, doesn't upset me. The deceptive part of the situation and the leaving certain things out of the situation, that does offend me. I am trying to figure out how to approach people in a way in this situation to where I can resolve the issue, excuse me, get my point across, and still keep the friendships and the relationships that I have made over the years. I'm taking a step back. Something was asked of me, and I'm not sure that I want to do it. And I'm weighing the pros and the cons, and I'm trying to figure out, it's a social event. It's not anything that I really want to do. Certain people there, I'm okay with seeing and hanging out with. I have, no problem with that. But the situation as a whole, I have a problem with. I've moved on in my life. I've gotten married. I've grown up. I've made my set of mistakes, and I see now that there are inevitably people that are going to make similar mistakes, and you can try to head them off, but a lot of times they won't listen, and they think that their way is better than your way, and they think that it'll end differently for them. My situation as a whole, my life, I'm not proud of everything that I've done. I will not express all my mistakes on here, nor will I express all of my my good qualities. I don't want to be judged by people. That's why I don't want to judge certain people on a situation. That being said, don't ask me to do something and not give me the full story. That's what angers me. I don't like being guilted into something that I really don't want to do. I understand the reasoning behind it, and I understand feelings involved. But when somebody's happy and you can tell they're happy, why do you need to come in and instigate something? I don't want to compare you to somebody from my past. I don't want to be how should I put this bluntly? I don't want to be disappointed. I want to cherish the friendships because I know as you get older, you don't have as many of them, or, you know, the ones that you have, they're deeper friendships. They're not just, you know, hey, let's go to the movies, or, oh, I saw you last week at Walmart, or I saw you last week at the bowling alley, and I want to know if you guys want to, you know, join us sometime and do this and that. That's nice. Okay, that's fine. What's not fine is when you go long periods of time without talking to the person, without seeing the person, then all of a sudden you want to do nothing but see this person for lots of periods of time within a short amount of time, and then you back off the friendship, or you back off of it, and you don't hear from the person for 6 months. And then the whole cycle starts all over again. I am a friend. I am a wife. I am a daughter. I'm an aunt. I'm a cousin. I'm a granddaughter. I'm a niece. I'm a person. I have feelings. Yes, there are times when somebody can become a little much and you have to back away a little bit. There's times when you're dealing with personal issues and you need your privacy to do that. That being said, be honest with yourself first. Be honest with the stories. Be honest with what you want. Be honest with who you want to surround yourself with. I have compassion. I have a heart. I really do. But don't stomp on it by not giving all the facts. Don't make me feel like I need to care more than I do. This back and forth stuff is really frustrating. And then not even knowing what you want. My advice, figure out yourself. Find yourself. Then you can surround yourself with others. And when you surround yourself with others, how do I want to put it? Be cautious of your heart. Don't get in a situation where you have to rely on somebody else to get out of it unless that's your only other option. If you want to have fun, have fun. There's ways of having fun without it having to get out of hand. Sorry, I was scratchy throat today. I want to be a friend. I also have my health to think of. I don't deal with stress very well. I don't deal with being pulled back and forth. I sometimes am accused of caring too much or getting too much involved, and I don't want to do something that I don't want to do. Think about your feelings. Think about my feelings. Think about the situation and ask yourself, is it worth it? Okay. Excuse me, change of subject. Something made a noise in the other room, and I'm the only one sitting in here, and there's nobody in that room. Wickedly weird. Anyways, let's see. I am looking forward to spending the evening with Jamie after he finally gets home from work. After this rain lets up, it'd be nice. Of course, that rain is what's been keeping me asleep today. I'm excited about possibly planning another trip away. I don't know if we will or not yet, or when it will be, but I'm looking forward to that. I want to have fun, and I don't need alcohol to do it. I didn't have to have alcohol to hang out with people. I don't have to have alcohol to do much of anything, really. Okay, let's see. There is something that I want to talk about, and I'm trying to rack my brain on what it was. I just had it, and I can't remember. Oh, I do remember now. When we were in North Carolina and driving around, I did see a good amount of churches, and and Cary, Apex, outskirts of Raleigh, Fuquay, Verena, I think. Even in, I think we passed Kinley, I don't know, in Smithfield area. There were, Baptist church, Presbyterian churches, Seventh-day Adventist churches, there was Jehovah's Witness churches, I don't remember seeing a Jewish tabernacle, but, there could have been one a little bit further out. I did not notice any Church of Christ. Not one. I did see a Church of Christ on the way back in Virginia. Excuse me. And I wondered, where does everybody go? Where does the members of Church of Christ go to worship? Is there like maybe a big church that combines all the towns around there together, or what? I was concerned because I was thinking I might want to go sometime, and I didn't know where I would go. It was kind of on my mind as we were passing the different churches. I kept looking for the names of them and thinking, oh, I bet this one's a Church of Christ. Nope, not a Church of Christ. I even sort of, in a way, kind of thought maybe it was just a little building and, we'd pass it, because some of the congregations through the years that I've worshipped with have had, like, very small buildings. But you have a good-sized congregation, but you don't need a huge building for everybody to worship in. And then you see these gaudy churches that I know they give back to the community, and I know a lot of people go to them. And I'm talking about not just in North Carolina, I'm talking about all over. And the church goes on for around the block and up the road. The building is so huge and gaudy. Yes, it's pretty to look at, but I got to wonder, I have to wonder, sorry, got to is not the proper terminology. I have to wonder, would God want our church to be like that? There's beauty in what you see, and, I like to see pretty things. I like to pass the stained glass, and, I like the steeple on it. There's a church just out the door of my house. I can see from my balcony. It's like kitty corner, on the corner of the road. It's got a huge steeple at the top, and it's really pretty to look at, and it's got a good-sized parking lot, but I think it's adequate size. I don't think it's too gaudy. And then there's a house next door to mine on the other side, and next to that house is a little church. Like, it sits on a corner. I've never been to the inside of the church. Oh, sorry. But, they can't hold more than about 50 people, I wouldn't think. There's not even a huge parking lot or anything like that. I don't want to be one of these. I understand you don't want to hide your light under a bush. You want to let it shine, but I think there's a way of doing that, and there's, if you have a big congregation and you need the space, I get it. If you have, lots of classes and stuff in the church and you have an educational wing, that's fine. But if you make your church so big and there's not enough people to fill it, and you keep making it bigger and you keep doing gaudier things to it, are you really worshiping the Lord, or are you, in a way, just trying to show up somebody else? These are strictly my opinions. These are my views. I am not knocking any religion. I'm not saying that everybody is wrong and I'm right. I'm not saying you shouldn't go to a church that's huge. I'm just saying, sometimes they get a little too gaudy, and sometimes they may not necessarily need to be that big, or maybe, there's somebody trying to, one up somebody else. It happens. It's not good. Us as Christians, we're supposed to love one another and treat each other like we want to be treated. We also need to have respect for one another and just compassion. So I'm going to leave you now, and I haven't said it in every one of my videos, but subscribe, fave me, add me to your playlists, share my videos. When I post on here, I also post on mine and my husband's Facebook page. Now, sometimes there's the off chance that I don't always post to both, or I may not post every one of my videos there, but they'll be on my YouTube channel. Sometimes I do that because, some of my videos could be a little bit, repetitive, or it could be, a little video, or it could be a really long one, and a lot of people don't want to sit there and listen to them all. Or, it's a way of getting people to come to my page as well, because if I do that, then I get a little bit of foot traffic, because you might be watching a video and it's like, hey, this one looks, I haven't seen this one yet. Let me click on it and watch it. And next thing you know, I've gotten somebody sitting there watching all my videos. Now, I've got a lot of minutes logged on to this computer and this camera and this page and this channel. There's several hours worth of my videos, so I don't expect you to sit and watch all my videos in one, fell swoop. I would like some new subscribers. Last week, I think my subscribers almost doubled. I'm up to 6 now. So, yeah, just tell people about my videos. Get them to watch them. Share them. Tweet about it. Well, if you tweet, I do have Twitter, but I don't use it that often, and I don't remember my Twitter name. And I do have Instagram. I guess you could look up Megan Shepherd 81. It might come up that way. I don't remember what my Instagram name is. And, you can, I think the best place is here. You can comment on my videos, and, if you guys comment, I'll answer back. I haven't really gotten a lot of comments to discuss. I would love to do one where it's a Q&A session where you guys ask me some questions and I can answer them. I'm more than happy to do that. I'm more than happy to tell you about my life, to talk about different subjects, matters. I did say something about drinking earlier, and I was referring to alcohol. I should not have, I just was saying that there are people out there that need to have alcohol for any type of get-togethers, any social interactions, and I do not. I never have. I never will need it to have a good time with people. So, yeah, I just didn't want people to think, oh, she's a Christian and, she's talking about drinking, and I was trying to make the point, and I guess I just didn't make it right. So anyways, I really am closing now. Like, fave, subscribe, share, give me comments on what you think. Megan, M-E-G-A-N, Shepherd, S-H-E-P-P-A-R-D, 81 @gmail.com is my email address. You can email me there, ask me questions. Make sure you put something interesting in the subject line so I don't think it's spam. Alright? You guys be well, and I will probably come back later for another video.